Today is the third episode of Introduction to Cybersecurity series. I'm getting positive feedback and responses from your side, and definitely it fills me with more enthusiasm to create more videos for you, which can be beneficial for you. And some have requested for a certificate for this course. So if you want to get certificate for this online series of cybersecurity, which is being telecast on YouTube, for that you have to send one email to us at cyberpathshala@gmail.com showing your interest into the certification, and we will arrange one online test for you, and whosoever pass that particular test, which will be based on the content which we have been uh, teaching you in this series, and once you pass that, we will provide you the certificate for that. So let's start with the episode 3. Today I'm going to cover what do hackers want. In the episode 1 and 2, we have discussed what is cybersecurity, how does it protect, what kind of information it is protecting, say at individual level, organizational level, and of course at the level of country or at the level of nation. Now today we will understand more about what do hackers want, what is the objective of hackers, why they want to get our information. One is, of course, and majorly it is the financial gain. So if it is the financial gain, then what does any hacker will do with this information and all that stuff? Let's discuss more. So we will take one example. Suppose cyber criminal. What cyber criminal can do? He or she can take advantage of your relationships. He can access your online accounts, appealing to your good nature to try, and he or she may try to trick you into wiring money to your friends or family in the time of need. So for example, there have been many reported cases of hackers impersonating family members and sending messages stating that they need money wired in order to get home from abroad after losing their wallets. Or we have heard lots of examples when war between two countries is going on, or there is any attack, so people do take benefit of these incidences. So again, you cannot imagine how creative the mind of hackers is. There has been incident of air miles theft. What is air mile? Whenever we buy air tickets, so company provides us some free points, like whenever you do shopping using your credit cards, you get some points which you can redeem for any gift or anything like this. These free air miles can be used when we book next ticket. So companies do provide these air mile to frequent flyers. So what happened is, you will think that what a person will do with these air miles, this is of no use, but it is not so. In 2015, what happened is, cyber criminals hacked approximately 10,000 American Airlines and United accounts. They booked free flights and upgrade those using stolen credentials. And even though the frequent flyer miles were returned to the customer by airlines to safeguard its reputation, but this example demonstrates the value of our login credentials. So cyber criminals are certainly very imaginative when it comes to gaining access to your money. But this is not all they are after. They could steal your identity and ruin your life. Let's take one more example. This is of Equifax. It happened in 2017. Equifax is one of the largest credit reporting agencies in the United States. It suffered a massive data breach, and hackers exploited a vulnerability in Equifax website software. And their purpose was to gain unauthorized access to the sensitive personal information of approximately 147 million people. So the objective of hackers in this case was likely financial gain and identity theft. So stolen information includes names, social security numbers, birth dates, then addresses, and in some cases even credit card numbers. So this data breach had significant consequences, as the stolen information could be used for identity theft, fraudulent credit applications, and other malicious activities. So this breach highlighted how hackers often target largest repositories of personal and financial data to achieve their objectives, which in case was primarily focused on using the stolen information for financial gain and criminal activities. Now let's take one more scenario, that is of medical identity theft incident. Imagine a scenario where hackers have successfully executed a medical identity theft scheme. In this scenario, hackers' objective is to gain unauthorized access to an individual's medical records and potentially use the information for fraudulent purposes. I have discussed basics of these medical or hospital incidences in episode 1 and 2. You should watch those previous episodes as well. So what will happen into this medical identity theft incident? First one, there will be a data breach. How they will get access to data breach to data, or they may use some social engineering technique. This we have discussed in episode 1 or I think 2. So hackers begin by acquiring personal information of the victim through various means. This can involve hacking into the hospital database, gaining access to medical record systems, or even using social engineering techniques to trick employees into revealing sensitive information. Then, after acquiring personal information, hackers obtains the victim's personal information, including their name, date of birth, social security number, health insurance details, whatever necessary data is required to impersonate the victim. After that, they will create medical profile that will be the fake. So hacker will use this stolen information to create fake medical profile, often in a different location or with different health provider where the victim resides, meaning at different location. So they may use the victim's insurance details to make the fraud appear legitimate. Then in the next step, they may seek some medical services posing as the victim. They may visit healthcare facilities, present the victim's fake medical profile. They might go under certain medical procedures or consultations or obtain prescriptions, etc., under the victim's identity. Then comes the billing and insurance fraud. So after receiving the medical services, hacker submits the bill to victim's health insurance provider for reimbursement. And this insurance provider processes the claim based on fake medical profile, leading to financial losses to both the victim and the insurance company. Then comes the medical records manipulation. In some sophisticated, it has been seen that hackers might alter the victim's medical records to include false diagnoses, treatments, and procedures. And this can further lead to incorrect medical treatment for the victim and potential legal complications for healthcare providers. And in some countries, especially in US, they have different medical insurance and medical treatment. Each country has its own policies and standards. Accordingly, they treat patient, and they have certain steps, or I should say procedure, to go through. Then comes the financial consequences. So of course, victim will face the financial repercussions due to fraudulent medical claims and treatments, and it can impact their credit rating, further insurance premiums, and of course out of pocket expenses. So what is the impact of this? This is clear that it will have severe consequences for victim health, finance, and privacy. So additionally, there may be some legal fallouts, and this example illustrates how hackers can exploit personal information to commit medical identity theft, highlighting the importance of robust security measures and vigilant monitoring of personal medical records to prevent such incidences. So, what it proves that we should protect our data in a very delicate, diligent manner, and we should be highly alert. So this is the one part, like hackers or cyber criminals do have interest in our data. But there are some other people also who are interested in obtaining our data. Who they can be? One is social media. Everybody is on social media nowadays, mostly 24/7. By the time they sleep, they look at the social media. They get up, first thing they do, they access the social media. So search engines, social media platforms, these people collect your data. This may be regarding your gender, location, phone numbers, your political and religious beliefs. They will analyze your search history, your online presence, and subsequently, this data is marketed to advertisers to generate revenues. So, the websites you frequently visit, they also use cookies to monitor your actions, aiming to deliver a more customized online stuff or advertisement. So, this leaves behind a data path tied to your digital identity, and it is frequently acquired by the advertisers from your device. Second interested category is advertisers. Earlier, there used to be more focus on TV advertisement because large population was involved into TV, but nowadays multiple devices have come up. People do use their internet connection or their other devices like iPad or say phone or your what do you call tabs for accessing the uh, TV soaps or movies, etc. And individual is having different taste. If there are five people in a family, so five people have different taste. They access these uh, movie soaps and whatever it is on their devices. So tailored advertising is ingrained in the online journey. So advertisers observe and trace your internet actions, including your shopping patterns, individual preferences. Accordingly, they deliver the personalized advertisements directly to you. So whatever app you use to watch the series, they collect all of your data. If you get time, then read their terms, read their policies, so you will get to know what not they access from your device. Third person or third category is your ISP, meaning your internet service provider. Who is this ISP? Whosoever connection you use, it is Airtel, Fiber, your Geo, Vodafone, or whatever is your internet service provider, they monitors your online actions. And in certain countries, they are allowed to sell this information to advertisers to generate more revenue. And in certain circumstances, ISPs might have a legal obligation to disclose your data to government surveillance agencies and authorities also. So it is their right to collect your data. So if required, it can be provided to the government or to the investigative agencies for investigation. So this is about organizational data. How can we protect, or whosoever are interested in our data, and we have discussed where lies this data. So this is all about episode 3 today, and I will be back with you in episode 4 with more information. And subscribe the channel and do share it with others as well, and keep visiting Cyber Pathshala YouTube channel for more updates. And if you have any query, do write in the comment box or email us.